36th District Court is now in session with the Honorable Judge Marlena E. Taylor presiding. During these proceedings, there is no eating, no sleeping, no lying down, no wearing of any head garments except for religious purposes. Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. Thank you. Moses Wade. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Moses Wade. This is ticket SP 1495419. This is one count dirty, obscure, and improperly displayed plates. Count 2, no valid registration certificate. Count 3, no proof of insurance. Also calling ticket SP 1495422. Count 1, refuse to exhibit motor vehicle operator's license. Count 2, insufficient or defective lights. Count 3, obstructed vision. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Mr. Moses Wade, who appears before you in person, Your Honor. Mr. Wade, can you please state your full name for the record?
Moses Wade.
All right. How are we proceeding, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you for that opportunity to speak with Mr. Wade while in your courtroom. I have spoken to Mr. Wade. He has informed me that he would like to set this matter for the jury trial track. I am requesting a final pretrial in between that date, as I still need discovery.
Okay, so you need a final pretrial and then you need a jury trial date?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Final pretrial. So how long do you want the final? The first, well, it'll just be like a pretrial date to make sure you have discovery. A
correct.
month. How long? My next trial date isn't until I think June, maybe. Let me see.
Okay.
I'll put it on the sheet. Oh, thank you. Oh, I have one in May, right by my birthday. But I'm going out of town on the 22nd. You want to chance it?
I know that was the next pretrial.
Do you think it can be done in 2 days? Because I leave to go out of town on the 22nd for it.
I think so, Your Honor. And while it may butt up to your schedule, I would request the May date. As if we get into June, I'll be about 8 months pregnant.
Oh, congratulations!
Thank you.
All right, so I'll do it's gonna be May 20th for a jury trial.
Okay.
May 20th for a jury trial. That means we'll pick the jurors. They come in at 9:30. I'll try not to schedule too much on my docket that morning so we can try and ensure that we can get this together. The final pretrial for that will be May 17th, 2024. I'll do a pretrial in between. Let's look at April, maybe. Does that work for you? I'm okay. So 16th look like. Let's do Tuesday.
16th, unfortunately, I'm unavailable.
Okay. What are you available that week anytime, or are you available at a different time?
I'm available that Monday, the 15th.
Okay.
Sorry,
that should work.
I didn't get the
She
date.
said the 15th. Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. She did say the 15th. Okay, we can do the 15th instead to make sure you have. So this is just gonna be a regular pretrial, and this to make sure you have all discovery on April 15th.
Yes,
okay.
And I will come in person with Mr. Wade that day, Your Honor.
Oh, fantastic. That way you can be able to talk to him, and then we'll have all the rest of the dates already solidified. So I'll put us down for a jury trial on the 20th of May at 9:30 a.m. Anything further for the record from you, counsel?
Nothing further, Your Honor, as it pertains to Mr. Wade.
All right, thank you, Mr. Wade. Your bond will continue at $0 personal, and we'll see you back on April 15th. Let's just go with that date for now. So that's the only date you have to remember, April 15th at 9:30 a.m. in person, okay?
I'm also asking for several witnesses.
Okay. I mean, well, if as long as they're relevant witnesses, we'll be able to have them present and provided. And I'm just letting everybody know, whatever's not finished, I'll be here that morning of the 22nd, but I believe I'm catching the flight that evening for a work-related conference. So, all right, we should have enough time. No, I'll try not to schedule anything else on the May 20th, unless it's necessary things. So I'll clear it off for May 20th. I'll make sure we put no stuff on the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, except for this trial. That way I won't have, hey, Crystal, that way I won't have a ton of stuff, and we can make sure that we get through it as efficiently and effectively as possible, okay?
Very well.
All right, if there's nothing further, we're all set. Make sure that you get that witness list together, though, so you can be provided to Attorney Mason. That way she has enough time to reach out to these witnesses as well and ensure that they do have all the information that they need on both sides, okay?
Absolutely. Yep.
All right,
absolutely.
thank you. All right, if there's nothing
Thank you.
further, you're all set. Thank you. All right. We got what? Okay. And we're not gonna put anything else on those days, because
This pre-trial was April 15th.
yes. Yes, pre-trial April 15th. All right. Tanisha Williams. I'll be over people.
Hello.
Hello, Miss Williams. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Tanisha Williams. This is ticket SP 1517843, count 1, smoking marijuana within passenger area of vehicle upon public highway. Also ticket SP 1517806, count 1, open alcohol in a motor vehicle passenger. Count 2, disobey lawful order of police officer. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Sorry, I was on mute.
I put your hand down. I saw your hand was up. I'm doing other stuff right now. I put your hand down. Keep it down. It's annoying on my screen. All right. Go ahead, Attorney Miller.
Good morning again, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Miss Tanisha Williams, who appears this morning via Zoom. Miss Williams, please state your full name for the record.
Tanisha Williams.
All right. Ms. Williams, counsel, how are we proceeding this morning?
Yes, Your Honor, this has been the first pretrial since I was appointed on this case. I did speak with Miss Mason as well as Miss Williams. I explained to Miss Mason that I was outstanding discovery. It looks like that discovery is starting to come my way from Mr. Miller from the city department. And so I would just be requesting another pretrial in the interim so I can receive that discovery, Your Honor.
Okay. You want to come back on the same day for all your clients, or no, you want to come back a different day? Because I can give you the 22nd. Is the 22nd?
March.
Well, it was
or the 22nd of February.
It was of April, but do you want the March? Do you want March 22nd? You want it in February? March sometime?
Oh.
I can.
If we could keep everything together, that would actually be better. So we had the 15th for the pretrial for Mr. Wade. If we could do that.
Okay. Now, she'll be online and you'll be in person. So how you
Yes,
want me to
ma'am.
do it different?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll make sure to be in contact with her throughout. And so we should be ready to go with just me being in person.
Okay, all right, so I'll do yours on April 15th as well. Ms. Williams, she's getting all the information that she needs right now. And she'll be able to talk to you about your particular case. So I'm going to give you a pretrial on the date of April 15th. That way she has more than enough time. She started to receive the information, but she needs to make sure she can receive it and go over it with you, okay?
Okay.
All right, so I'm going to set your pretrial on that date. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, and we'll see you that day, Ms. Williams, okay?
Okay, what time will I be here?
Oh,
8:30?
that's a fantastic question. At 9:30, 8:30 a.m., okay? We'll make it 9 for you, okay? Just appear at 9 a.m., okay, online. Because she won't be here till 9:30, okay?
Okay.
All right, all right.
And I'll make sure to send you reminders of that, Miss Williams.
Okay, thank you. Am I good to go?
You are
Yes,
good
you
to
are.
go, Miss Williams.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right, all right. Okay, and last but not least, Miss Felicia Wilson, and I do have officers here for that matter. All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Felicia Wilson. This is Z ticket H08760. This is one count of operating. Let me see which one it is. Operating while intoxicated. This is the date and time set for a final pretrial conference. This matter is scheduled for a jury trial on Tuesday. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
And good morning, Your Honor. Alexandra Miller, P86290, on behalf of Miss Felicia Wilson, who appears with us this morning via Zoom. Miss Wilson, please state your full name for the record.
Felicia Lee Wilson.
All right.
For the
I also
record,
have
Your
the
Honor.
two-
Oh, Dia Chiku Mason, City of Detroit, 43471. And my officers here are Dwayne Bynes and also Devian Furness.
They don't appear on my ticket.
You just like to
gonna
talk
have
without
Devin
being asked to
Furness?
talk? Hold on, hold
I'm
on.
sorry.
What we're not gonna have, hold on. What we're not going to do is just begin to start talking like we're not in the courtroom, just because you're not physically here, Miss Wilson. We don't just start saying stuff out loud. When we do that, that's not how this works. Okay? We can't just start blurting stuff out because we feel like talking. That's not what happens. And that's not what was going to happen during the trial either. You don't just get to talk. I'll put you on mute so you can talk all you want. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. And you don't need to respond, officer. Everybody's just going, because it's going to mess up my record too. What are we doing, Attorney Miller?
Yes, Your Honor. After speaking with Miss Wilson, we do intend to proceed to jury trial on Tuesday.
All right. Do we have everybody who's going to be ready to be here on that day in
Yes,
person at 9:30 a.m.?
Yes, Your Honor. And at this point, I would be asking for reciprocal discovery, which I have not received any reciprocal discovery or their witness list. Those things have to be addressed, as well as any kind of pretrial motions before trial. Be asking
Okay.
for that. And again, we have indicated that this charge is being amended to operating while visibly impaired.
Okay. Did you have any of those things, Ms. Miller, or are we just going with the officer's testimony, just so I know, witness list?
So there is no reciprocal discovery to send to the people. I would have tendered that immediately if there were. And as far as I can indicate, there should only be officer testimony for this. So if that changes, I will absolutely let Ms. Mason know forthwith. So that way, if anything needs to change prior to Tuesday, I will absolutely keep her apprised of that.
Thank you.
All right. No problem, because when I bring in these jurors, if we don't go, because something is not in order, somebody got to be charged with all of this. I get in trouble for all this extra. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So we'll see everybody in courtroom 337 at 9:30 a.m. So the jurors will be brought up so that we can begin our jury selection. This is an in-person jury trial to the officer, so you have to physically appear during our trial. You can be here at 10 a.m. I probably won't be able to get started selecting jurors until that point in time, but they're going to want to know whether or not I have the jurors ready. So everyone is to be in person on Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. courtroom 337 for this jury trial. Okay.
Your Honor, I do have one question as it pertains to the trial.
Yes.
As I have not done a jury trial in front of Your Honor, do you allow for attorney voir dire or does the court voir dire?
I'll allow for attorney voir dire, but we'll keep it as
Brief.
brief as possible. So I'll probably give you each 15 minutes if everyone thinks that's fair amount of question time additional to the initial questions. I'll ask the initial questions, so you won't have to worry about that. As far as occupation, making sure they are residents of the city of Detroit, as well as the foundational questions about operating while intoxicated, just to make sure that you get a fair and impartial juror. But I will give you an opportunity, both 15 minutes apiece, to ask additional voir dire questions to the jurors. Okay.
Very well. Thank you very much, Your Honor, just so I knew how to prepare.
Absolutely. I appreciate that question. And since we only have one count and one charge, unless you have any extreme requests from the standard jury instruction for operating while intoxicated, I'll pull that instruction and make sure both of you have a copy and believe that that is a fair representation. And that should be the only one that we have present at that time.
Yeah, for the it's operating while visibly impaired, Your Honor. We're doing the operating while visibly impaired. That's what it's been amended.
So we are going to amend it completely to that? Okay.
Correct.
I didn't know if that was just the offer for today. Okay.
Nope.
Okay. All right. So let me make sure I make a note that it's operated while visibly impaired. So I pull the right instruction. Okay.
And I have no objection to that, Your Honor. I think that is fair, and I typically use standard jury instructions anyway. So if no objection from the people, that works with defense.
No objection.
All right. Thank you very much. So we'll pull those jury instructions. I have copies for everyone on Tuesday. And I'll give you an opportunity to look over it before we begin, just to make sure it is exactly what you need that day. All right.
Very good.
Right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
No problem.
Thank you, Attorney Miller.
Thank you, Ms. Mason.
Further.
Attorney Miller, do you have my cell number if you need to talk to me? You got my cell?
I don't believe I have your cell. I think I have your desk. If you chat it to me, I'll jot it down before I leave.
Okay, cool.
All right. All right, Ms. Wilson, you are to report here to courtroom 337 this upcoming Tuesday at 9:30 a.m. for your jury trial, okay? All right. Bonds continued at $0 personal. You're all set. All right, Attorney Walling, what do you need this morning? Unmute yourself, sir.
Yep, actually, another question for your clerk. Can you check the status of Rodney Woodland's driver's license, please?
Okay.
And we are ready to go, Judge. I think I got everything figured out.
Fantastic, terrific.
I haven't pulled them out, but I have renamed them. That might be helpful to you, Judge.
I appreciate that. Attorney Boffman, you ready on your matter as well?
I am ready. Thank you.
Okay, well, that's good. I can close everybody's room down. Bring all my folks in and start getting this together. All right. All right, everyone, please keep yourself on mute until I call your case. All right. D'Amica Young?
Yes.
All right, you need to actually get in the view of the camera because right now it's blurring you out a little bit. So I need you to reposition yourself in front of the camera, ma'am. All right, fantastic. Now calling the matter of the people versus, and you got to keep leaning forward. So when you have the blurred background, you really have to be in the camera or else it like blurs you out. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Damika Young. This is Z ticket 809048. This is one count of operating while intoxicated. Appearances for the record. Today is the date and time set for a bench trial in this matter. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
May it please the court, Harry Bachman on behalf of defendant, would you please, ma'am, state your full name for the record?
Damika Young.
Tyler, I am pleased to announce that we have an agreement, a stipulation by the parties that the instant case would be dismissed here without prejudice. My client's been advised and she understands what the meaning of that is, and we're thankful for the recommendation.
Right. If that's the case, at this time, the court's going to grant your request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Ma'am, make sure, for whatever reason it's being dismissed today, but if you participate in this behavior, make sure you don't do this again, okay, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. If there's nothing further, you are all set. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye, ma'am. Thank you, Attorney Boffman.
Have a great day.
All right.
Bye.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Robert Williams, can you come back into the camera view for me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus, gotta stay there too, because I don't know what you're doing in your kitchen, but you just gotta stop for a few seconds while I handle this, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Robert Clyde Williams. This is ticket number SP 1379392. Count 1, reckless driving. Count 2, open alcohol in a motor vehicle driver. May I have appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Philip X. Walling, P35229, representing Mr. Williams. Please state your name, Mr. Williams.
Robert Williams.
Your Honor, Mr. Williams, I believe, needs a court-appointed attorney to represent him. I'm asking the court to prepare the paperwork, and I do have a phone number and an email address for you if you need it. So I guess the next step
Hold
is
on
to
a
set it
minute.
for.
Okay, I sent this on 1/7/17 for him to have court-appointed attorney.
Oh. He mentioned that. I didn't.
Yeah. No, I definitely did.
2 times.
2 times. You were absolutely right. 2 times I've sent this. Mm. All right, I have his information. Mr. Williams, I'm gonna give you a call because I have to figure out what's going on and why they're not. Something's happening. You still didn't come down here and get the fingerprints though, why?
I have no ride anymore.
And the fact that this got adjourned so much, you couldn't get a ride from, I bet you get a ride when you want to go other places. Have you been to a party for New Year's?
No, haven't been
You just
nowhere.
in your house? You ain't been
Yep,
nowhere at all.
Me and my kids, I take a lift to drop my kids off at school, take a lift to go pick them up. And my 4-year-old live with all my kids live with me, and my 4-year-old be with me 24/7. So I use DoorDash to deliver our food, groceries and stuff like that.
All right, I'm gonna give you a call because I need to call and find out And I'm not gonna keep giving you dates and then you never get to, I just sent an email while we were talking asking why I don't have counsel for you, but we're gonna have to call over there and find out. So I'm gonna give you a phone call, Mr. Williams. I want to set it for a week from today, just because this very much disturbs me right now. So I'm going to do it for next Friday, which is March 1st. Nope, I'm going a little too fast. 23rd. I'm moving a little too fast. March 23rd at 8:30 a.m. But I'm gonna call you in the interim and try and find out what's going on, because then I can move the date from there. Okay.
Okay.
All right, sorry about that, Mr. Williams. You have been very patient, and I checked to make sure I sent the email before I said anything, but I definitely sent the email last time with your information, because this is the second time that we have not had counsel for you when you've requested it.
Third
And you show up
time,
every
actually.
time.
This will be the third time.
This will be the third time. You're right, because we didn't have it back in December either.
No, ma'am.
December. Then I did it to January. Okay. This is a problem. All right. Thank you, Mr. Williams. I'll try and figure this out. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Bye-bye.
No problem. Bye-bye. Kizzy Young.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Kizzy. Is it Nicole? Nicola?
Yeah. Yes.
Young?
Yes.
Nicola?
Yes.
Okay, they have it written and I wasn't sure. Nicola Young, this is V ticket 113240, count one. Hold on a minute. They have this down as neglect of parental duties. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Your Honor, my name is Philip X. Walling, representing Kizzy Young.
All right, Ms. Young, can you state your name for the record, please?
Kizzy Young.
All right. Counsel, how are we proceeding with this?
Well, Your Honor, today is an arraignment. I'd ask the court to recall any warrants. We waive any kind of reading of the complaint, and my client wishes to stand mute.
All right. So at this time, the court is going to recall the bench warrant that's out there on your behalf. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty for your client in this particular matter.
We can set this matter for a bench trial, Your Honor. Do you do them live or?
Either way,
okay.
I can do it in person or over Zoom.
Zoom would
Ms.
be
Young,
fine.
okay.
Zoom
If
would
that's
be
the
fine.
case, Ms., please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right, you can put your hand down. Did you have a chance to talk to an attorney about your case and about your rights?
I talked to the attorney this morning.
That's right. That's the attorney I'm talking about. It is my understanding that you want to have a bench trial. That's a trial before myself as the trier and finder of facts. Is that correct, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to set it for a bench trial on May 7th. May 7th at 9:30 a.m. It will be via Zoom. So the same way you zoomed in today, zoom in on that date. It may be another attorney too, just so you know. It's not necessarily going to be this attorney. It may be another attorney that is assigned to you that day, okay?
Oh, you said May the 7th?
Yep, let me know. May 7th at 9:30 a.m. Same Zoom information that you zoomed in with today, ma'am, okay?
Okay, at 9:30.
All right, at 9:30. And I got to see you just like I see you right now, okay?
Okay.
One other
right,
thing,
Miss-
Your Honor. One other thing, if I may, Your Honor. My client tells me she posted a $100 bond on this matter. She sure could use that money back. Could she have that bond money returned at this time?
By the time she actually get it back, it won't even be until after the matter is over. But I'll ask my clerk. If I can set a $0 bond in it, I will, but they mail it back to you. So I don't know how long that takes, but.
Long time.
I was about to say, I can tell you that right now. I was about to say, but I can ask her, could we put a $0 bond in it? Typically, like the bonds to stay until the matter's over with, especially because it was in 2017.
Yes,
Miss Young, don't respond. It's okay, Miss Young. I know life happens, but I'm just like, Because I'm like, why is it a financial bond in there? Because we haven't done them since I've been here. And I've been here a long time, but I'm all like, we haven't done it. So I already know you haven't been to court for a few years. Because
Right,
I'm
but
like,
is there any way can I say something?
you
I
can.
think we'd all wish you didn't, Ms. Young.
Okay.
My thing is that I don't know how this come about because none of my kids never went to this school.
Okay.
Ms.
All
Young,
right. So if you talk, Miss Young, and you say too much, I'm gonna have you have a jury trial. My next jury trial is scheduled in June. Just so you know. So
Ms.
you can't
Young.
be explaining stuff and talking about stuff because then if I know too much, I can't have a bench trial and you have to have a jury trial. And they for sure gonna make me keep that $100. Okay.
Oh,
So you just gotta figure, you just gotta be patient. Let me see what I can do about that bond and see if I can have a return. If I can, I hope you updated your information in the computer system because that's where they send the check to us, whatever the address is in the computer system, if I can do it, okay?
yes, they updated it when I went down there. Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna see if we can refund bond to defendant. Okay, I'm gonna ask and see. If I can, I'll do it. If I can't, sorry, Miss Young, okay? But I'm gonna see if I can, okay?
Okay, and what's this again? A bench, what they
A
call it?
bench trial. It's a
Bench
bench trial before myself as the trier of facts, okay? Officers will be required to come. It'll be online. If you have any witnesses, you need to tell them to sign on with you that day so that they can be witnesses at this trial as well, okay?
Okay.
All right. All right. If there's nothing further, you are all set, okay?
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Herman Winters?
Yes.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Herman Perry Winters. This is ticket number SP. Nope, it's not SP. This one is 314259. Count one, drove while license not valid. Count two, drive unregistered, untitled motor vehicle. Ticket SP 1467185. Count one, drove while license not valid or improper. Count two, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Philip X. Walling, representing Herman Winters. State your name, Mr. Winters.
Herman Winters.
All right. How are we proceeding, counsel?
At this time, Your Honor, I'd ask the court to set aside the warrant, waive any kind of formal reading, and stand mute.
All right. At this time, the court's going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client. How are we proceeding, attorney?
Please set these matters for a pretrial, Your Honor.
All right. I'll set these matters for a pretrial on the date of 4/22/24 at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal. Okay, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. April 22nd. I'll see you then. Okay, sir?
Yes.
All right. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. I will. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Demetrius Walters. Unmute yourself for me, sir.
Yes. How you doing?
All right. I'm good. How about yourself?
Pretty good.
Good. Thank you. All right. Now calling the matters of the people versus Demetrius Walters. This is you ticket 509-390-19. This is a review on entering without owner's permission. I also have you ticket 314-583-16. This should be a review as well on that ticket. Ticket number, you said that middle ticket was this, okay. Ticket number SP 1388631, one count, no insurance misdemeanor. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Philip X. Walling, representing Mr. Waters. State your name, sir.
Demetrius Waters.
It's on the docket, 1 pretrial and 3 reviews, Your Honor. I'm asking for adjournment. My client tells me he can have these matters paid within 2 weeks, and I think that from the looks of them, that's probably all he's got to do is pay the money on the no insurance, enter without owner's permission, and the disorderly conduct.
Have you paid any money on them yet?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so I write notes on the back of my tickets so that I can remember what I did and what I told you, like what words came out of my mouth. And I have
Yes,
on the
ma'am.
back of the ticket, you need to be on a payment plan.
If can I have the total price for that?
No,
For all the-
Mr. Walters, it's a year and a half later. What you been doing? It's a year later. I signed this. That was on, I had to look and make sure I read my notes correctly. That was on February 27th of 2023.
Yes, it's been a lot. I'm gonna tell you, I ain't trying to make no excuses,
Mr.
but
Walters, and my note on it said, because when I see notes like this down here, I try and look and see what's going on. It says needs to be on a payment plan. And if so, I'll waive some costs. You ain't do nothing I asked you to do.
I'm sorry about that. I didn't hear about getting on the payment plan.
For a year. And I must have said that because I looked over here and I saw that you had some tickets that were outstanding.
Yes.
You ain't gonna pay it in no 2 weeks either.
Oh,
I should
trust
just let
me.
it go to the collection agency because they've been calling hot. Because when people filing their taxes now, they've been taking a chunk out
No,
their taxes
please.
and paying the city of Detroit. And people are over here like, my goodness, yes, welcome. Welcome
Please.
to collection agency.
I beg you, Your Honor, I will get it paid in these 2 weeks. I'm
Because
working.
that hurts when they take it away from that money, doesn't it? Because you was expecting to be able to do all kinds of extra foolishness with it instead of giving us our money. You ain't paid a nickel on none of this over a year.
Ma'am, I
Let
ain't
me
gonna make
divide
no.
that by a year. Let me divide it by a year. Stop laughing, attorney. Put yourself on mute. That's like $40 can make or break somebody. But even if you paid $20 a month.
Okay.
Just because you're not gonna have it paid in 2 weeks and we're gonna be back in the same position.
I promise you're not about to see me no more. I
2
work
weeks.
full
That's probably
time.
what you said the last time I gave you an adjournment. That wasn't the first adjournment.
But,
I gave you an
yeah.
adjournment. And I gave you an adjournment. Let's see. So you played then. You played August 25th of 2022.
Yes.
August 25th of 2022. I said, okay, 6-month delay sentence. I'll see you February 27th of 2023. That was the first time. Then I said, oh, review needs to be on payment plan. You must have told me you were having some financial difficulties. I said, if does so, I'll waive something. I don't know what I was going to waive now because that was in March or April of 25th of 2023. And then you probably been graciously granted some over and over and over and over and over again since last year, the opportunity to try and make some payments on it. And if I pull it up right now, you haven't paid anything on it at all. Not even $20. But I bet you've been having all kinds of other stuff. See, it's priorities. That's why they have to do stuff like collect it out of refunds, because people's priorities don't be where they need to be.
But look, can I explain? My yearly look, I done
ahead.
had death in my family. I done had a baby that was premature, all that. Like my mind really just been in, I'm not even gonna lie, in other places right now. But right now, I'm financially stable and I can get it paid.
All right, I'll give you a month to pay it. If not, you don't have to come back and see me. They'll just collect their money when they need to get it.
Oh, can I have a total?
I want everybody to know how frustrated I am, who's not dealing with the case right now, how frustrated the judge looks, how frustrated I become when it's almost like I just didn't, just please listen to me, y'all. Originally, I know people have a lot of stuff going on in life. I'm not ignorant to it. I do too. But you know what I got to do every day? I got to come here no matter how crappy I may feel, no matter how bad of a week or day I have had. And not only do I have to come here, I have to exercise the same level of compassion and control that I do every single day, regardless of how terrible my week was. And I had a rough week too, Mr. Walters. How about that? I've had a long, rough week this week. But you know what I do? I cry in the car before I get here. I get out the car and I do what I need to do. Why? Because I can only depend on me. I can't call nobody and be like, let's do this. I could call my parents, but my parents would be like, what's going on? All right, so you owe, let me print this out. Come on, let me do it. What's your middle name, Mr. Waters?
Devonair.
Okay. What you pay back? I'm gonna give you a total of all the tickets you owe. Some of them might actually owe. You know what? Some of them aren't. And you haven't even had to pay some of the tickets because of your status. You do have 2 tickets with the collection agency, and I can't do nothing about that though, just so you know. $600.
Okay.
Okay.
All
The
right.
tickets with the collection agency, if you come down here and you actually make a plan, maybe they won't put it in collections and have it stolen from you or taken from you, not stolen. And that's $108 plus $258. Those are tickets that you had a while ago. I'm gonna tell you how long. And those are currently with our collection agency. So you may want to come down here and physically try and work out a plan.
I'll be down there today.
Have to have these tickets just lingering around. Let's see, 204938771. All right, they're from 2020. Write down 204938771 and 2. Let me know when you get a pen. Tell them that these 2 tickets are in collection agency, but you want to take them out so that they don't just take them from your check.
Okay, I have a pen.
204938.
Hold on once. You said
20 49
49
38
38
77
77.
counts 1 and 2.
Count 1 and 2.
Okay. Yep.
Yes, ma'am.
That's in addition to that $600. So come, just figure out a payment. You don't have to pay it all at once. Come figure out a payment plan so you can take care of it so that they don't take your money.
I promised I'm about to get ready to come down there and see if they can let me get on the payment plan.
Okay, fantastic. Bring some money so that they can do it for you.
I sure will.
All right, Mr. Walter.
The pre-trial also adjourned to that date, Your Honor?
Yes, it is.
Thank you.
He doesn't have to report back in though. This is the last time, Mr. Waters. If you don't take care of it after this, you on your own, okay? Just take care of it the best you can.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right.
All right.
Mr. Mr. Woodland's license is suspended, Attorney Wallen. Okay,
Okay,
all
thank
right.
you.
He's next. Rodney Woodland.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, now calling the matter of the people versus Rodney Anthony Woodland. This is ticket SP 14-01456, count 1. Drove while license suspended, count 2, expired plates, count 3, no proof of insurance. Also, we have ticket SP 1493673, count 1, allowing an unlicensed driver to drive, count 2, no insurance misdemeanor, count 3, allowing another to use his license plates. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Philip Walling representing Mr. Woodland. State your name, sir.
Rodney Woodland.
Your Honor, after consultation with the people on this matter, we are both asked the court to set these matters for a pretrial. He is here, so an adjourned pretrial. She needs to look into it, and that's fine. He needs to do some things too, right?
Okay. All right, Mr. Woodland. All right, I'll give you another pretrial, but we gotta get things moving after this, okay? So try and get as much done as you can for this next pretrial, okay?
Will do, Your Honor. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. I'll set this for a pretrial on the date of April the 22nd. April the 22nd. That's gonna be at 8:30 a.m. I'll set your bond at $0 personal, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, you're welcome. Have a good rest of your day, okay?
What time is that on the 22nd?
At 8:30 a.m.
8:30.
Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
April 22nd. So hopefully that gives you some extra time. That gives you about 2 months to try and really get these things in order, okay?
Yeah. Thanks. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. All right, if there's nothing further, I'll see you then, Mr. Woodland.
All right. Have a good day, Your Honor.
You too. Thank you. Mr. Johnny Worthy. Oh, you're welcome. You can go ahead and log off, okay, sir?
Okay.
All right. Now calling the matter of the people versus Johnny Darius Worthy. This is ticket SP 1502084. This is 1 count of loitering. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Philip Walling representing Johnny Worthy.
Good
Hey,
morning.
Mr. Worthy, good morning. Can you state your name for the record, please, sir?
Johnny Worthy.
All right. Counsel, how are we proceeding with this?
Your Honor, today's the date and time set for trial. There's no police officer here. Move to dismiss.
All right, the time is now 11:09 a.m. I don't believe that I saw Police Officer C. Greeny check in. Did we have C. Greeny check in? I don't think so either. All right, if that's the case, the court is going to grant that request. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Sir, make sure that whether or not you did it, just know that you can't loiter at places where you don't belong, okay?
Understand.
All right, if there's nothing further, you're all set, sir, okay?
Thank you. Enjoy your day.
You too. Enjoy your day. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your day.
Will do.
Kiera Weaver.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning. Now calling the matter of the people versus Kiera Monet Weaver. This is ticket 461641, 1 count, no operator's license in possession. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Philip Walling representing Kiera Weaver. State your name, Ms. Weaver.
Kiara Weaver.
Your Honor, at this time, we'd ask the court to set aside any warrants, waive any kind of formal reading, and stand mute.
All right, at this time, the court's going to grant that request. I'm going to enter a plea of not guilty on behalf of your client and set aside any warrants that may be out there on her behalf. How are we proceeding?
Please set this for a pretrial, Judge.
Okay. You know, she has quite a few tickets that went into default with this that I can't get out there with the collection agency right now. And she got points and failed to stop at a stop sign that went along with these tickets from 2018.
Well, the points have already been given and she's eaten those long ago. So,
right. And the fine she has to pay with those. So do you have a request at this time?
Can you move to aside or is that what we're talking about? Or do you want to, are you willing to dismiss these because she's owed?
I am. I'm gonna dismiss this ticket because she got these other 3 tickets in default that went along with this ticket. She gonna have to take care of those. And it's those fines equal like $500 some dollars. So you going then they're with the collection agency. You got some other tickets too. So you may want to come down here and see if they can put you on a plan. Because right now we sent over to the collection.
I think it's like 1,300.
Yep, $1,230. Okay.
Yes.
All right. You do have reinstatement fees you need to pay on this that I can't waive, but I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice today. Okay, you're all set, Ms. Weaver.
Thank you, Judge.
You're welcome. Okay. Yeah, she has quite a bit. I know I have my clerk pull stuff so I can be able to see what's going on. And so you gotta take care of that stuff, Ms. Weaver. Come down here, try and set up something so they don't just snatch that money from you, okay?
Okay, I got it.
You're welcome. All right. Have a good day.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Camille Williams, I think it is. Am I saying your name right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now calling the matter of the people versus Camille Venice.
Yes.
That's very pretty. Williams.
Thank
This
you
is
so
ticket
much.
number. You're welcome. 227221431. This is one count drove while license suspended. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel.
Philip Hack Swalling, representing Camille Williams. State your name, please, ma'am.
Camille Williams.
Your Honor, I am thrilled to report that I have verified that Ms. Williams has a valid license at this time. Thank you, Ms. Edwards. And therefore, I'm moving with the people to dismiss this matter.
All right. At this time, being now that she has a valid license, and I can see you work really hard to get that license valid again. I can tell.
Yes,
all right.
ma'am.
It's based on how many pages print out. So congratulations. I'm going to dismiss this matter without prejudice. Make sure and spread the word of how important it is that you take care of it so that you don't have to dig your way out to try and get this taken care of. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. If there's nothing further, this case is dismissed, ma'am.
Thank you. You have a wonderful day and a good weekend.
You too. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, counsel.
Right.
You're welcome.
We got Leroy Young. Leroy Young. Mr. Young.
Did we lose Mr. Young?
He's on the screen. I'll give him a moment sometimes. Mr. Young.
Yeah, what I hit, okay?
There you go. There we go. Yes. Okay. All right. We got you, Mr. Young. You were here before. I remember you. All right. He's supposed to have counsel appointed today, too.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I did.
I didn't have somebody else. Did you still want counsel to be provided, or do you just want to set this for a bench trial, sir?
Counsel.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna have to resend this so that I can find out what's going on. Let me make sure I sent it in the first place before I call this matter. I sent it on 129. Okay. All right. All right. I did give her a short notice, so I'm gonna try and give her a little bit longer this time to try and I only gave her like 2 weeks to find counsel. So I'm gonna have you come back March 16th for a pretrial, Mr. Young. That gives her plenty of time to counsel put into place. If not, I'll make a note on the ticket so that I can be able to move forward. Okay, I'm sorry about that. Let me call the case. Now calling the matter of the people versus Leroy Young. That's V ticket 129518, V ticket 129520, V ticket 129521, V ticket 129522, V ticket 129523. All of these are dog-related matters. Can I have appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please?
Bex Walling representing Leroy Young. State your name, sir.
Leroy Young.
Well, I guess we're setting this for another pretrial, Judge.
Yeah, I'm going to set this for a pretrial to the date of March 16th.
Yeah.
Yep, at 8:30 a.m. I'm sending an email right now to have counsel provided.
All right.
Sorry about that, sir.
That's all right.
All right, so we're trying to get you taken care of. If for some reason it doesn't happen, I hope you're on here and heard what I'm going to do. So I'm trying to figure out what's going on, but that's not, they separate us from being able to do it. So I just have to kind of wait for it to be done for me, okay?
So I shouldn't say nothing until then.
Well, you probably shouldn't say anything to me because
Oh,
if you want
okay.
to have a bench trial, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then it might mess up our ability to have a bench trial. I know people want
All
to tell
right.
me what happened, but tell your attorney that way I don't
Yeah,
get
I
put in a
already
position.
told him anyway. I told
And
him.
we had to talk about what you should get, right, sir?
Yeah. Right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, listen to him. He's been counsel for a long time. So if he's giving you some advice, use the advice that he gave you because he's been counsel. And
So I already know.
Okay. Okay. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
listen to what he's telling you and work on that, okay?
All right, I will.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Young. All right, you have a great rest of your day, okay?
You too. And thanks a
thank
lot.
you.
And counsel, thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And you're saying that even though I look very young, right, Judge?
Yes, even though you're extremely young. People wouldn't believe how long I've been practicing. It's been a while.
You know, I was sitting here.
Judge.
I was sitting here watching you. I said, "Dang, you could be on TV."
Thank you.
Well,
I'll do
from
it
a
for that.
salary point of view, I'm not sure that's a compliment.
You might be too. You might be too cool to be on TV, though. I ain't never seen a judge like you before.
I don't know if that's good or bad, but thank you.
No, but your personality, it must be your personality because I was sitting here watching these cases. I said, damn, she's pretty cool.
I am. Well, I try and act as if people are humans, right? Okay.
Right.
And it makes a difference, right, Mr. Young? Right. You have authority to make decisions and act, but I shouldn't have to be, I shouldn't have to use that in a way that just, degrades or downgrades people. Sometimes I start fussing. I try not to, but I want people to know that I experience too. We human just like you. So
that's what I see in it. Like, you know what's going on, so
I do born and raised in the city all my life. So this ain't somebody from someplace else. I'm a product of the Detroit Public Schools. I was born and raised. I still live in the city. My parents still live in the city. Like I'm Detroit. So yes.
That's why you like that. That's like you understand your people. That's what it looked like.
That's right. That's what it looks like when you understand what people go through.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Understand what people go through. Yeah, I'm just checking it out. Okay. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. Bye now.
And Mr. Wilson, you said he ain't do his community service.
No, he hasn't.
Mr. Wilson, Willie Wilson, unmute yourself. Mr. Wilson?
Yes.
Okay, now calling the matter of the people versus Willie Lewis Wilson. This is U ticket 660-40923. This is one count of consuming alcohol in public. Appearances for the record, starting with counsel, please.
Philip X. Walling, representing Willie Wilson. State your name, sir.
Willie Wilson.
Well, Your Honor,
Willie Lewis Wilson.
right. My client was supposed to do, I believe, 30 hours of community service. He attempted to do so. Whatever reason, it broke down and he has not completed the 30 hours.
What happened, Mr. Wilson?
The person from Travel Alert put me on wait, like I was setting up for a job interview or something. She never called me, but she just seemed like she had a problem. I don't know. I ain't never had that kind of problem doing community service, but she just got snappy when I kept calling her because I wanted to do it and get it over with. And then all of a sudden, a probation officer contacted me and relocated me to another community service.
Okay,
and
why didn't you go?
I applied for that, but I was under the weather. So when I called the individual, she said to get back with my probation officer. Otherwise, when I was scheduled the day I was to come, I was under the weather. It was cold. I couldn't make it. I had to get on the bus because I'm in a homeless situation.
That was 4 months ago.
Yes.
Have you figured out your homeless situation yet?
Well, everything is pending.
Okay.
I did paperwork. I have a lot of pending.
Okay.
The places is crowded. It's hard to get stable.
I know.
Okay, so Judge, is this Mr. Wilson? Are we looking at street court with Mr. Wilson or?
Well, he already pled, and if he already has, because then we got to unplea. He was just supposed to do community service like in October.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and if he's on a list for something, then you said what?
Maybe if I show up in person with my face.
I appreciate you trying to help Attorney Mason, but this is just one where if you're on the list, so you got it started, Mr. Wilson. You're just waiting right now.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Mr. Wilson, why are you in trouble before me? Tell me why.
No, I had an open. I was on Woodward and Warren.
Exactly.
No, Woodward and Grand Boulevard, and I had pulled out a beer and he caught me with it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can't do that in public, Mr. Wilson. You hear me?
Matter of fact, the same guy that issued me the ticket, I was at the transit Sunday. He was down there working. I didn't say nothing to him, but I know him. But I didn't say nothing.
Okay, you can't do that in public though. Okay, you can't pull out your alcohol, and then you can't. Because I'm imagining why they gave you the ticket is because then you started going off. You don't have to tell me yes or no, but you started having some words with the officer, and so then they wrote you this ticket. Okay.
Yes.
You can't do that, okay?
Yes.
All right. I'm gonna give you a break this time. I'm gonna waive this community service and just close it out, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome. All right. Good luck to you with your housing endeavors. I know that can be devastating sometimes, but you got to figure it out, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You're all set, Mr. Wilson.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.